Torah is the focus of the celebration of Shavuot. Torah in our lives as individuals and Torah in our lives as a community, as well as the role that Torah can play throughout the world in small ways and in large ways. So it seems a reasonable question to ask, what is Torah? And there are a whole variety of ways we might answer that, and many, many ways in which our tradition does answer that. And I want to offer just one piece from our tradition which answers that question. The rabbis say that the Torah begins with Gemilut Chasadim and ends with Gemilut Chasadim. Gemilut Chasadim, acts of loving kindness. The focus here really would be on the root of chesed, chet samech daled, which means love, acts of loving kindness. And how is it that Torah begins and ends with Gemilut Chasadim? It begins with God clothing Adam and Eve right near the beginning of the Torah, when Adam and Eve realize that they are without clothes for the first time. God gives them clothes made out of leaves. And at the end of the Torah, God performs a really wonderful act of Gemilut Chasadim, where he buries Moses, who has no one else to bury him because he is alone at the top of the mountain. So Torah begins and ends with Gemilut Chasadim. That's not the only answer, as I said, but there are many answers within Jewish tradition. But what I love so much about this answer is that in a narrative way, the rabbis are coming to an understanding of what is the essence of Torah. And ultimately, if we can find the essence of Torah, we can look to Torah for that essence, for acts of loving kindness, and we recognize that what we are expected to glean from Torah is also what we are expected to then put out into the world because of Torah. So if we glean Gemilut Chasadim, stories of loving kindness, then what we are then supposed to put out into the world are those acts of loving kindness as well. At a time like this, as we celebrate Shavuot, we all need acts of loving kindness, and therefore we all need to give out acts of loving kindness to the people around us. For those in our home primarily, for those of us who are really very much spending nearly all of our time with the people in our home. And then, of course, we have the opportunity to reach out to people through the phone, through the computer, through the mail even, all these different ways to extend ourselves beyond the physical closeness, the physical restriction, and reach out. Just as Torah was given in one spot, but was meant to be distributed all throughout the world, brought to the whole world, so our acts of loving kindness can go out much further than we might even possibly be able to imagine. Torah begins with chesed and ends with chesed, and our lives should be filled with chesed. I hope this Shavuot holiday is one where you think about the many, many different ways in which you are currently, and perhaps even could increase, the chesed that you send out into the world. Chag Sameach.